I'm not going to talk about it. You guys know how we're going to do this right from the get-go from the example. So look at example 1. 3a plus 4 times 3a plus 4. All right, let's double distribute. Here we go. All right, I'm not going to show you some fancy formula I want you to remember up top. 3a plus 4 times itself. All right, first thing you want to distribute. 9, what do you want to distribute first? Okay, go ahead. 3a times 3a. 9a squared plus 12a. Yep. All right, next up, what else do we want to distribute here? 20, what else do you want to distribute? Okay, ready? I'm ready. 12a plus 16. Nice job. Now I look for like terms I can combine. Like terms. Here we go. 13. Like terms. Yep. And I end up with, okay, good. 24a plus 16. I show you this today. Anytime you multiply something by itself, what are you going to know about the two middle terms? They're always the same. Okay, so if you want to remember, anytime you multiply something by itself, the two middle terms will always be the same. All right, always be the same. All right, let's go. 2z minus 9, 2z minus 9. So again, I'm multiplying two terms, the same term by the same binomial by itself. There we go. I can talk. All right, here we go. A little help. 21. Where do you want to start?
Doing 2z times 2z.
Yep, and keep distributing.
And then for the 2z times 9, which is 18.
So minus 18z. And then right away, I know because I'm multiplying it by itself, what's going to be the two middle terms? Negative 18z. And then what's my last term then? Negative 9 times negative 9, 81. I'm showing you guys this now because I wouldn't be surprised if some of you start doing this in your head now instead of writing it down. That you're saying to yourself, all right, it's being multiplied by itself, 4z squared in the middle, 2 negative 18s, 4z squared at the beginning, 2 negative 18s in the middle, and then an 81 to finish it off. Okay? Combine the like terms, though. You're not off the hook. Combine your like terms. 18. Yep, which ends up being negative 36z plus 81. And if you guys don't like any of my shortcuts, I'm not going to be offended. If you want to just keep double distributing, if that's what gets the job done, keep doing it. All right, keep doing it. Any questions from you guys? Okay, I'm not doing all of these, absolutely not, because I want you to have practice on your own. Let's go to 8. Here we go. Let's go to 8. 3 minus p all squared. Who's got 20? Okay. Before I do anything, rewrite that problem for me. I'm not ready to double distribute. Can you rewrite 3 minus p squared? What did we talk about yesterday? How do I rewrite this? 3
minus p.
Good, thank you. 3 minus p, 3 minus p. Rewrite it first. Rewrite it. All right, here we go. Help me out. 15, where do you want to start? Go ahead. 9. Minus 3p, yep. All right. And then let's go to somebody else. Let's go. Keep distributing. Number 10, keep it going. Hey, shocker, right? I multiplied something by itself. Two middle terms came out to be the same. What's the last term? Yep. Guess what I'm going to ask you for? Standard form, yep, if you can. So p squared over here. Combine the two middle terms, you end up with negative 6p. And then what's my last term? Plus 9. We okay? Any issues? All right. I think there's some more difficult ones digging deep. Whoa, buddy. Yep. All right, here we go. Looks pretty, we'll do 14 and 15 together. Looks pretty intimidating. All right, so 14, go ahead, write it out. 2h squared minus k squared times 2h squared minus k squared. You guys aren't nervous, though. All right, we've been doing this all week. All right, where do you want to start? 22, where do you want to start?
Distribute the 2h.
I'm ready.
So it'd be 4h to the 4th
Nice job.
and negative 2hk
H.
squared k squared.
Nice job. Nice. All right, you want to continue it? 16?
And then you go to the
What are you going to distribute next? Watch out. Negative. Negative. Everyone, negative. Go ahead.
so it'd be negative 2k squared h squared.
Yep.
And then positive
K to the 4th. Yep. Add your exponents. Hey, are those two middle terms the same? Yes? No? Well, remember, do they have the same variables and same exponents? Just because they're written differently doesn't mean anything. All right? As long as it's got same variables, same exponents. We're good? So combine them, I'll get what? Negative 4h squared k squared, or k squared h squared, whatever you prefer to write it with, in whatever order, plus k to the 4th. Everyone all right? All right, you may need your... All right, I have to ask this question before we start the next one. If you have your calculator, obviously have it out. Because obviously you guys are coming from a lot of different places here, first semester. And without a doubt, you need this tool on your calculator. And I don't know if you've had it installed or not. Can everyone press your alpha button? Y equals. Does this pop up? If it doesn't pop up, you need to come in and spend like 5 minutes with me so I can get this on your calculator. All right. And again, it'll literally take 5 minutes because your calculators, just so you know, are like your phones. They get new operating systems every year or so. Okay. So if this doesn't pop up, you don't have the latest operating system. Okay. Alpha Y equals. Have you ever been here this year? Okay. So you're familiar with the fraction template. Okay. So we're all good there. Everyone can access the fraction template. Yes? Yes. Let me see. Yeah, you have one of the older versions, so that's okay. I see your calculator. That's fine. You just have one of the older versions. I can't update that. So all you got to do is remember when you do fractions, keep them in parentheses. Okay, that's all you got to remember. Everyone else, we okay? If it doesn't pop up, bring it in. It takes 5 minutes for me to update it. All right, because you're going to use that right now. Go to 15. 1/4 x plus 3. 1/4 x minus 3. Oh, minus 3, sorry. Calm down. I'm getting ahead of myself because I know what's coming up next. All right, here we go. 1/4 x times 1/4 x. In your calc, that's why I just said, do you have a fraction template? Because I wanted to see 1/4 times 1/4 in your calculator. So I'm going to go 1/4 times, bring another fraction template up, 1/4. It should give you 1/16. Everyone's all right? Okay, so 1/16 x squared. 1/4 times 3. You can also do that in your calculator. 1/4 times 3. What do you guys have? 1/4 times 3? 3/4 x. So that must mean the next one's also going to be 3/4 x. And then what's my last term plus? 9? Okay, so you guys have to add 3/4 and 3/4 for me. All right, combine those two middle terms. 1/16 x squared plus 3/4 plus 3/4 can be done in your calculator. 1 1/2. What do you have? 3 halves on your calculator? So 3/2 x plus 9. Yep. Don't be scared off by the fractions. Anything else? Yep, Marco.
Would it be counted wrong if we changed the fraction to a decimal?
Like 1/16.
Yeah.
I don't want to see, leave them as fractions. Let me just leave them as fractions. Okay? I don't want sloppy decimals starting to be written up there. All right, so leave them as fractions. Everyone all good? When I multiply something by itself, we did that yesterday. Okay, now I want you to catch a pattern now. It is, what happens if I multiply something where the sign changes now? Okay, multiplying something where the sign changes. So let's take a look at this example. I don't care what's up here at all. Not worried about it. We know how to do this. We can double distribute. All right, here we go. Everybody, here we go. Double distribute with me. 5x, 5x. 25x squared. 5x times a negative 3y. Negative 15xy. Everybody's good. Time to distribute a 3y now. 3y times 5x. 15yx. 3y times negative 3y. Negative 9y squared. What do you notice about your two middle terms? They're the same? They're not the same. They're opposites, right? And so they're going to cancel. Yes. So finally, I'm going to be left with 25x squared minus 9y squared. Anytime you multiply something by itself and the sign changes, the two middle terms are gone. Gone. So let's do a couple more here so you can recognize a pattern. Right here, ready? Does everyone see? I don't like to call them opposites because they're not. But you see how the signs are just opposites, right? The signs are opposites, but the binomials are not. So you get x squared. What's going to happen to the two middle terms? Don't waste your time. You can't. Hey, let me say this. You can keep double distributing, fine. All right, I'm just showing you guys that are a little bit ahead of the game. You can a couple tips. So now I'm not even going to do the two middle terms. The last two are going to be negative 4 times 4. That's it. Because you already know the two middle terms are going to cancel out. Okay? If that's not picking up, fine. Just keep double distributing. All right? That's where we've been all week. Here you go. Ready? P squared. You know the two middle terms are going to cancel out because those are opposite signs. Minus 4. Okay? Let's jump one more here. Let's see. Let's go down to 27. Ready on 27? Do you see it's got same exact binomials but opposite signs? All right, ready? Multiply the first two. 3a, 3a. 9a squared. I'm not even going to be bothered doing the two middle ones because I know they're going to cancel each other out because they're opposite signs. Negative 2b and 2b. Done. Okay, again, that will only happen if the two binomials are the same and the signs in between are opposite. Okay? All right, here we go. Go ahead. Go around. I'll start writing the answers up on the board so you can check them in your groups as you go along. All right, but go back. Start with number 1. All right, work within your groups. I'll put all the answers up here. Check them as you go along. If you want to keep foiling, if you want to keep double distributing, double distribute. If not, that's fine. most of them right there on that first page. So as you get going, give them a check. You can talk with people around you here in your group if you're having any issues. And this is it as far as what's going to be on the quiz. We're doing a review for the quiz on Monday. We'll take that quick quiz at the beginning, and then Tuesday's the quiz. So let me stop real quick. One sec, guys.